Good morning, Highway. Brother Joey Bates here. Um, Pastor Mike McDonald asked me to speak to you about an area that I focused on inside the military, which was psychological warfare community. During my time in the Marine Corps, the last 10 years, I was involved in psychological operations. And what this included was coming up with appeals and techniques that were so attractive, so convincing that my target audience would adopt a behavioral modification based off of the clues that I spread out. What this means is I would only convey selective truths that would hopefully persuade them to go in a certain direction. Additionally, I would directly target the emotions, motives, reasonings, and behaviors of the target audience. And oftentimes, this led to me putting out false objects, deceptive narratives, and or very redundant narratives that even if the target audience did not believe in that narrative up front, they heard it over and over and over, and through repetition they started to adopt the mindset. Oftentimes I would use actors, trusted actors that were popular, to be able to project a narrative. And after hearing somebody that you trust on stage, wouldn't you feel more inclined to actually do what they say? Because you do in fact trust them. Well, this was my job. And not only did I do it, I did it very well by justifying and legitimizing a willingness to participate. Oftentimes, these revolved around strategic objectives by Department of State, but there were times where some trickery, repetition, and deception directly played into my success, being able to influence my target audience. Robert Cialdini, professor in Arizona State University, he came up with his 6 principles of influence, which is reciprocity. If I can convince you that I've done something for you, you feel inclined to do something for me. Consistency. If you feel like it is a consistent behavior, you're more inclined to do it over and over and over. Additionally, social proof. Monkey see, monkey do. If you see everybody else doing it, you're more inclined to participate in that activity yourself. Liking. Everybody wants to be liked. So because you want to be liked, you're more willing to actually participate in what everybody else is doing as well. Authority. You want to appear, especially as a man, you want to appear as if you are the level of authority. And so being quick to act instead of being steadfast is normally our human nature. And then the last principle of influence is scarcity. If you feel like something is only in place for a short amount of time, that's why all the moms and wives out there are quick to go on a Black Friday, because you feel like these objects will never have a chance to be bought by you ever again. That is a sales pitch that is not true, but it's a great tool to get you to spend money. So these are the 6 principles of influence that I would traditionally stick to and would use within my appeals and techniques. And then remember, within psychological operations or psychological warfare, it's just a poker game. It's a game of you attempting to convince the person across the table that you have a better setup than they do. So that way you can win at the poker game. God bless you all, and I miss you all.